So one of the challenges we face with family businesses is FOMO, and by that I don't mean fear of missing out, I'm talking about fear of moving on. So frequently we see the current generation on a 5-year rolling exit strategy. Hey, when are you planning to leave the business? Well, it's about 5 years, and I'll come back in 3 years. When are you planning to leave the business? About 5 years. We know that when kids take over the business before they're 35, that they generally lack the wisdom and maturity and depth in business and emotional intelligence to be successful in the business. And so you have to start early getting the kids ready. But at the same time you start getting the kids ready, you need to start thinking about getting yourself ready. You need to start creating a life that you're moving to, not just thinking about what you're moving away from. And if your whole identity is wrapped up in your business, and you leave that business and you don't have something to move to, then you are left wondering who you are. So we've worked through mission, vision, and values. The next step in our strategic planning process is talking about strategy. And so when you think about strategy, you think, what does that mean? And it's really hard to get a concept of strategy. So a business can be anywhere on this grid, but there are quadrants here. So you think about how wide is the scope of customer base that you're trying to serve. Your customer base here is one side of the grid. And then here, are you competing on price, or are you differentiating yourself in some other way? And so this is not a here, 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 it's a continuum. And so I want you to think about, where is your business on this continuum? Are you doing it wide market? Are you doing it niche? And are you competing purely on price, or are you competing on something else? So here we've got the box of death, and I call it that because it's the hardest place to be. You're trying to be all things to all people, which we all know is very difficult in business. The only way that you can survive with this kind of strategy that is in this quadrant is leverage technology.